just made it to Punta Arenas, the southernmost tip of Chile. I'll be exploring the next few days and getting ready for heading on the ice. The last few minutes in Punta Arenas before I head for 2 weeks of disconnection, cold, and adventure. Pretty cool that we're landing straight on the ice. The runway is just blue ice, basically. Antarctica, here we are. So we now arrived at our first stop in Antarctica, which is Union Glacier Station. Basically a staging area where we're getting everything ready and making sure that everything's set before we go on the actual expedition. Why do they call Antarctica the land of superlatives?
Because it is the highest, driest, and coldest place in the entire world.
These are our tents at Union Glacier Station. Relative to the tents we will be sleeping in the next few days, they're absolutely luxurious. Actually, I have a bed in which you put your sleeping bag, a table, and here's my tent mate. Hello. So it turns out that we're standing at about 1,500 meters of ice, or about a mile worth of ice. And in this camp, there's 35 tents that house 2 people. So that's 70 people at a time. They have about 20 plane loads that come every year. Most of the expeditions that leave from here at Union Glacier, it's 500 people. Kind of hard to believe that it's 10 p.m. The sun is super high. The sun is just rotating all around us throughout the day and throughout the night. This is day 2 in Union Glacier. Temperature is only -5. It's reasonably easy. Numaro should be -25. And with 20 miles per hour wind or more, so it'll be very interesting. But so far, so good. We decided to climb to Elephant's Head, which you can see behind me, which is absolutely gorgeous. And you can see this gorgeous and marvelous and magnificent sea of ice in the distance. So, another fun adventure for the day. One more day at Union Glacier, and then the expedition will start. We are about to depart on our expedition in the sturdy ship. All of our gear being loaded up for the 10 days to come. All the problems of the world at bay with only one thing that mattered: reaching the pole safe and sound. Kevin, why did you in Antarctica?
I thought it was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to hike to the South Pole and be part of a scientific expedition with a bunch of great people.
There's no turning back now. Team Extreme, are we ready? This is Team Extreme's first dinner in Antarctica. It is quite luxurious. We were told that if we could not make our own food, we would die. But now, there's 12 of us actually eating communally. This is like the Amman. I mean, the level of luxury that I was expecting is way below the one that I'm getting. So I'm like extraordinarily pleasantly surprised. We're getting ready to get going on day 2 of the expedition. We'll see when the day breaks. Take a moment to reflect on the seeming infinity of the polar plateau. So Jack, can you tell us about the science that's going on with Inspire 25?
This is a 7-day scientific experiment recording a lot of biometric data from the 10 of us who are skiing the last degree to the South Pole. One of the key things which we're trying to see is why is it that women appear to maintain their muscle mass more than men in extremely austere environments like this. Fabrice is one of our subjects. Let's scan Fabrice. Start up. That would have been good to have started this before, wouldn't it?
This is what editing is for.
Right. Scan complete. Oh my goodness me. Check that out. This is the glucose of somebody that is really fit and burning fuel brilliantly. Now it's time to eat and refuel.
It's pretty crazy to think that these two little layers of fabric are the only things protecting us from the elements and guaranteeing our survival. Outside, it's -30. So we just finished day 4 of the expedition. This goes to show how relative things are. When I looked at the trip details and realized we're going to be 14 days of the ice, of which 7 to 10 days were going to be the expedition part where we're walking, we're trekking to the South Pole, I thought, 70 miles or 115 kilometers, it's going to be super easy, barely an inconvenience. And yet nothing could be further from the truth. I was completely wrong. When you're pulling a 100-pound sled at 3,000 meter altitude, which is 10,000 feet, in -30 weather, with a 10-mile-per-hour wind that is super cold, which creates a -40 or 50 wind chill, 8 hours a day, plus setting up tents in the evening, plus bringing down this camp every morning, it is beyond words. It is so hard. So, Nico, what happened a few days ago?
We're hiking and we're supposed to eat every hour. I didn't eat for 4 or 5 straight hours, which usually is fine in normal life. But this is a harsh environment. And then I fainted the moment we stopped walking. I tried to put the stakes into the thing and then just fell.
It feels like the days are blending into each other because basically every day we pack up the camp, we then walk for 8 hours, then we set up the camp again, we have dinner, then we go to sleep, rinse and repeat. As you can see from the photos, there are several South Poles here. One is the pole, which is a representation of the South Pole with flags of all the countries that have permanent bases in Antarctica, where we took beautiful photos. Then there's the actual geographic South Pole, which is the very bottom of the Earth, which is the plaque. Finally, around 6 o'clock, we made it to the South Pole Station, which is glorious. They have actual cooked meals, so no more rehydrated food. I have to admit that getting here is both an extraordinary relief. I'm so grateful that we've been able to do this. It's been absolutely difficult and yet amazing. I am back from Antarctica. I'm glad to report I have all 10 toes and all 10 fingers, though I did get a little bit of frostnip at 3 places on my face, here, here, and here. Overall, I'd have to say this is probably one of the hardest things that I've ever done. It was way more challenging physically and emotionally than I ever expected. I dipped beyond my physical ability and had to really go deep in mental fortitude, grit, tenacity to pull through. And I think it shows the level of perseverance and frankly potential that we have is much greater than we often imagine. I'm not sure I would have said this is something I would have done had I known how hard it was, but having now done it, I'm extraordinarily proud, relieved, happy, and grateful. And all in all, I say this entire experience was an experience in gratitude. First, gratitude that I'm in a position to actually go to Antarctica. Gratitude for the fellow team members. Gratitude, frankly, to the team leaders that made sure that we all survived through this extraordinary adventure. Gratitude for the modern equipment that we were all using. Gratitude for the things that we have. We take for granted electricity, hot water, toilets, and so gratitude for the little things in life, and frankly, more profound gratitude for the life I've had that has led me to this place, and I think the present life I have and the future life I expect to have. And then perhaps the most importantly, gratitude to my family and my extended family in the Grindaverse, and to my colleagues at FJ Labs, and to all of you who, in a way, allow me to support me in these crazy adventures and endeavors that I keep wanting to embark on. But they fill me with joy and frankly gratitude for everything. So thank you.